Welcome, everybody, to the Genesis Mindset. In today's episode, I will be looking at what's been happening in the void from the place where you become one with the void here in the Meditation Main Center in South Korea. So I'll be looking at three different Chatlog tokens and the LP setup. So I'm not going to promise any results out of this. I've literally just put together an Excel spreadsheet based on the Pulsechain Explorer, and I'm just going to be taking a look at it. So I've put those numbers together and I'm just going to be taking a look at it and analyzing it now. So let's get into it. And the reason why I want to do this is because, I'll just pause 1 second. Sorry about that. The reason why I wanted to do this is because I've been trying to understand the liquidity providing game. So this was something that was very new to me. I've only just started learning about it as I've created this channel, started learning about Pulsechain, and I believe that liquidity providing is the alpha. There's a lot of things that you need to look out for with liquidity providing. There's going to be, for example, providing liquidity in certain pools. That's not going to be profitable, but I have actually got a video here. A lot of that alpha is thanks to Sunny's Pub and Sunny in particular. So shout out to Sunny for that one. Sunny is the GOAT. And so obviously I also have, I'll be analyzing surfacing. I've seen that name thrown around in affection as like a really good one. I also, mindfulness mentioned MrStu. So Stu from Disco Stew right here. And Sunny the GOAT, Sunny the detective. So Sunny the detective, also interview up here if you want to check that out and you want to really that particular interview, I've listened to it multiple times myself, and each time I listen to it, there's like a new piece that clicks in my mind. So I would definitely recommend continuously watching that video and really trying to learn from the best of the best. And that's what this is all about. I'm trying to analyze what they're doing, three different liquidity providing strategies and setups to see how I'm going to be doing it for myself, because obviously I have the coexist token that I created, trying to emulate the logic that was happening with A1A. But things have slowed down on that. I've just been observing. So now I'm just in the observation phase where I'm just seeing how it actually operates within bear phases and bull phases. So I'm in the observation phase. So before I end up creating another token for that. So with that, let's actually get into it, because we do know that there are the Chatlog tokens. So this is all related to and connected to Dysnomia. So you should definitely check out also the Dysnomia video and the Lao token videos. Like really start familiarizing yourself with that. So what did I do? What was my process? Very simple. So surfacing, I went to surfacing's contract address. He had 55 holders. So some people actually owned the token, and the majority of it was in liquidity pools. So what I wanted to do is I put the numbers here of how many tokens was in his particular wallet, and the same with MrStu and the same with A1A, and then the tokens that they were paired with. Now, MrStu had over 100 or has 102. So I didn't go and look at, I basically just looked at the first page and a bit. And same again with Sunny, because Sunny's A1A Eco it's a beast. It's already paired with 321 tokens. So Sunny is miles ahead of everyone else, I would imagine. So yeah, looking at the best of the best, what people have suggested, and these two guys that people have suggested. So basically what I've done here, the logic is this, the first, and I've just created a pie chart just to visually see what they've done and how they've done it, and just to start to analyze and start to look. So what obviously the majority of the supply is going to be in the holder's wallet. So this is something that's very interesting. The timing is just immaculate. It can't be more immaculate in terms of an educational understanding of how Sunny's actually going about his business. I mean, really, I should have done this at the very start when he created it, but time, yeah, I just didn't have any time at that particular time. But now the timing is immaculate. So he had 10,000 of his 10,400 of his 15,000 supply in his holder's wallet. So he had 66.6% of that in his own particular wallet. But he informed me in Sunny's Pub, and I've just checked the updated. I'll see if it comes up actually. I've just checked the updated. So he did inform me that basically this was old, because he had basically had, like, he spent all his supply. So I think now this would probably be his wallet potentially. I'll have to double check that, but yeah, this is what I did. I just went through this, and you can see Sunny's. It's all. So I wonder if that might even be me there. I think that might be me with coins. I think I'm at the very bottom. So thank you very much, Sunny. He started that. The bonding with the whole ecosystem. And I just happened to be lucky enough to be on the first page. So uh, yeah, either way, it doesn't matter. But basically, I'll confirm it at another point. But this used to be, I'd say it will be this one. This used to be, or actually, this is how we can figure it out. So now that I've got these numbers, so chat A1A, I wonder if, so let's actually see what he's done. So first, okay, first, let's just go one step at a time. So just taking a look at probably, so Surfacings has, I don't know if he's bonded these up or if other people have bonded it up with him. So he started this process of bonding with Affection. The majority of his liquidity is in one swap. So we'll show that visually. And he's got all these, I believe these are 50 plus tokens. So I think these are basically just burnt. And I think I didn't work this out until I got to Sunny. So these are basically just burnt. So when I looked at those, it had like 50 plus tokens. But I think if I looked more carefully, I would have seen that it was actually sending it to an actual contract address. So for example, Sunny here has done it with, so where it's got burnt. So he sent 420. He sent 420 of his supply to Atropa, to God, to Poppy, to Bear, to MV, to Token A1A, and to Annabelle the Prophet. So this supply is just burnt forever. So he sent no supply to the contract address. So he learned this from Maria when Maria was sending tokens to Annabelle the Prophet to burn the tokens. So you've also got the dead address and I think it's the 369 address where people will send burnt supply. So he's got quite a lot of burnt supply. So anything here that he's got the fixed numbers is all burnt supply with different tokens within the Atropa ecosystem. So yes, leprosy, purple heart recipient. So yep. And then MrStu has got a thriving economy. So relativity is one of his, and he's really he's started bonding with things with Atropa. So he's got BFF. This is Maria Rahel. So all these guys have got Maria Rahel. So this is Maria Rahel's Chatlog token, and he's got Stew, so his Stew token as well. So things from the Atropa ecosystem and the old. It's kind of interesting because I see Dysnomia and Atropa as like two separate entities. So it's almost like anything that's within Dysnomia, any token within Dysnomia. So for example, Blata, Torren, and but anything prior to Dysnomia, even if it's not the Atropa ecosystem, so like Stew, that's how my brain kind of thinks about it. So yeah, very interesting. So Sunny now has basically, what has he done? So his A1A wallet went from, let's have a look and see what he's, I don't know how he would have done this. Far out. What a beast. What an absolute beast. So he just went absolute beast mode. I'm just hoping, by the way, that I'm just going to double check that 1 second that it's actually sharing the full screen as well. Okay, cool. So it's going to share the full screen. Yeah, what a beast. So what's he got here? So this has got, how did he do this? So he must be using like bots and things to distribute that supply, because that's insane to be able to distribute the supply in such a way. I mean, unless he's burnt all that supply, I mean, where did that supply go? That's, yeah, that's baffling. Where did all that supply go? Because unless this is going to get updated again, because there was 321 holders and now there's still 321 holders, except that his supply of 10,400 tokens is not here anymore. So he's either sent that somewhere or created new contract addresses, or he'd already created all these contract addresses and it basically just hadn't updated the 10,400. And so maybe that's what it's done. Because even if it was sent, like 10,400 was sent to an individual burn address, you would still see it appearing on the top of the block explorer. So did he have any 666 with his? So he's got no 666. So that's a new one. So let's take a look at that. So this is the top. What? Oh, yeah. So that was mine. So that was, yes, I'm there. I'm there. I'm on the very bottom. I'm going to have to add to that when I start creating my LP. So thank you very much, Sunny. So I'm at the very bottom of page 1 of his. So that's a nice little blessing for me there. So, oops, did I accidentally close the wrong one? Or did I open it up multiple times? So, okay, here we go. And then what have we got here? So So chat A1A, so 491. Okay, so his chat A1A is still second on the list. So what's his top on the list? And then this is so a troper. So he sent more. Has he sent more to a troper? Is that what he's done here? I got to double check that. Has he sent more to a troper? No. Okay, so that's not what he's done. So this is the second PLP that he's got here with the 487 in there. And okay, so that's chat A1A. So we just added more into there. And then what's this one here? So then this is going to be the chat A1A as well. Okay, whoopsies. Let's just get rid of that. And then this is the token. So I think perhaps this is his wallet then. So he's left himself with this many tokens and the rest are burnt. So LUSD, Everrise. I should really know his. Oh, this is how we're going to know. Yep, A1A Eco Sucone. So this is how now I've been able to identify Sunny's. This is Sunny's wallet. So I'd also be able to identify it on DBank as well. So, but there we go. So now let's have a look at how this looks visually. So it's not going to be like exact, but because it's just the best that I could do. So if we have a look at surfacing, what's going on here? Oh, this wigged out. What happened here? Did I just freeze? Oh boy. Hang on a second. I'm just going to pause this. Okay, let's get back into it. So, okay, so this is surfacing. So you can see surfacing has got the majority. He's holding the majority, but a huge chunk is in one swap. So the biggest chunk is in one swap, and then the rest is just in bits and pieces. So he's paired it up with his Siu cone, he's paired it up with his rod, he's paired it up with Maria Rahel, Cryptic 420, Affection, Smoking Gorilla, Dye Stablecoin, so PDI, Ruffles Roof, Sex Siu cone, Sex Siu cone too. So maybe one of these is some of these will be V1, some of these will be V2, for example. Two rod again, V1, V2, V1, V2, wrapped pulse, A1A Eco, and then he's got his others here as well, which in very small. So these 50 plus tokens, I'm imagining they would be his burnt supply. So let's see how we can actually find this. So let's go here. So I'm going to just quickly double check if that is. Again, just for you guys. So I've got the Dysnomia new contracts, and then I'll type in surfacing. Oops. Surfacing. All right, so copy and paste this address. Just because I thought, what's he done here? Like, and it would be just cool to clarify and know for certain. So surfacing. All right, let's have a look. So he's 55 holders, and it was basically, let's go, any one of those. So 0.00005 something. So it'll be any one of these, 0.00, let's say this one, 47. Yep. So, okay. So I actually really have no idea what this wallet is, or what he's done with it. It's something that I'm going to have to understand. If anybody knows, yeah, it would be good to know. Hey. Hmm. 4407. I'm just trying to figure these things out. So we're just having a bit of an investigation here. So as you guys know, this channel is all about learning as we go. Okay, so yeah, 50 plus tokens in this one as well. These are the transactions that have happened in this pool. Whatever this pool is, I don't know what this pool is. So if anyone knows, yeah, let me know. Okay. So let's get back into it. So surfacing is here. So you can see he's basically maintained the majority of his supply there. So this is one particular strategy. So he might be waiting with the majority of his supply and seeing what's happening with the rest of the ecosystem before he starts distributing his supply into liquidity pools. Then you've got Stu. And what I like about this is it's a good, nice balance. So we've got this where he's maintaining the majority of the supply. Then we've got MrStu. So MrStu has started distributing his supply. So you can see he's got about, well, he's got almost half of his supply in his wallet address. And then he's paired up the biggest chunk to one of his tokens, and Affection, wrapped Bitcoin, another one of his tokens. He's got it in a Pulse XLP, token A1A. So I know he's a fan of Sunny, Maria Rahel, BFF, Wrap Pulse. So he's really started to get this going and setting up an ecosystem that's basically, again, like emulating what Sunny has shown us as this revolution of creating essentially what I would consider to be like a stock market kind of a setup. And then we have Sunny's. So this was Sunny's old one, but this is going to change radically now. So the majority of his supply was in his wallet, but now this is definitely going to change. So then all of these 420s are burnt supply. So this is like he said, it was like graffiti. So basically, this is he's burned that supply. So every time that you look here, it's gonna indicate 420 to these tokens, and it's I guess it's kind of like a shout out to those tokens. I know I've seen him often mention Poppy and Bear, so these might be his favorite ones, and he often mentions MV, so these are probably his favorite ones. Atropa, God, MV, Poppy, Bear, and obviously token A1A, Annabelle the Prophet. I've seen him mention these a lot of times. I've never seen him mention God, but I've seen him mention all these other ones many times. So this is how Sunny set it up. He's also set it up with his chat A1A as his biggest pool. So that's also quite interesting. So I'm going to continue to monitor these. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there any useful information we can gain from that? Now, obviously, as I continue to analyze Sunny's liquidity setup and see how it's changed from this into this, it'll be very interesting to see how this dynamic kind of plays out. And see if we can learn anything from that. Obviously, the whole logic with what Sunny was doing with A1A was basically bonding it with as many tokens as possible, so it all moves with the system. And then he created B2B, which basically propels and accelerates the movement of the system. And the interplay with these tokens creates essentially like, you know, an S&P 500 setup. This is the only thing in all of cryptocurrency that I've seen that is anything like it. And again, it's all on Pulsechain. We got the metaverse that's being created on Pulsechain, like a true metaverse with Dysnomia. So if you haven't seen that video, go check out that video. And so with that, hopefully this was useful. Hopefully we learned something together. For me, nothing has clicked yet, but I'm going to keep monitoring it, keep analyzing it, and see where we go from there. So with that, take care.